Is globalism in a spot of bother? Do we need to look to do more for ourselves in a post-COVID world? Winston Peterson led a sort of rallying cry yesterday in the Parliament. In a nutshell, he said if we can grow it or make it, we should. And he's with us. Very good morning to you.
Good morning.
You also, and I happened to see the thing as you delivered it, you also said at a reasonable price. And that really is the key, isn't it? I mean, there are some things we simply, as a small island nation with 5 million people at the bottom of the world, cannot make efficiently.
Oh, you're right. I mean, when we got rid of the car industry in this country, it wasn't because we got rid of it. It was getting rid of itself. It was costing $280,000 a job. Now, when I say competitively, if we can do within 15% of the international price, as Bill put it out in a report years ago, then because the money's being spent in our economy, it makes sense to take the New Zealand option. That's what wise policies are about. That's what sound national policies and economic development are about. And we just missed the boat on this matter.
What could we do that we don't?
Well, for example, we used to have 4 serious pharmaceutical industries in this country. Glaxo was a New Zealand company. We didn't bother to keep on supporting that sort of research, and here we end up now utterly dependent on some other country for so much of these things. We could do and have done a lot of things in the past. You know, we've done extraordinarily well. But when we decided to leave it to the market, so to speak, whatever that mythical beast might be, and went down the road of sort of, how shall I say it? I know it might not sound too good on your program, but this neoliberal experiment, the outcome was which we had no idea where we would go. We went down that pathway, and as it went in and started to unravel, we brought in the biggest welfare support system to try and disguise it, called family support. And we've been caught with it ever since. Instead of sticking to our knitting, like Singapore, like, for example, the Scandinavian countries, or dare I say it, Taiwan, we decided to actually reinvent the wheel and throw the economy that we did have, and it did have failings. Of course it did. Every economy does have failings. But we decided to throw, cry havoc and unleash the dogs of inflation, and the rest is part of our history. No one can deny it.
Well, it's a funny thing you should say that, because David Parker, on behalf of a number of trade ministers, wrote in the paper yesterday, he said open trade has allowed innovation to flourish. Ultimately, trade has created more jobs globally and allowed goods or services to most cost-effectively reach those who need them. He argues the opposite of you, and you're in the same government.
No, he's not arguing the opposite. He's talking about free and fair trade. That's the key thing to it. Look, trade has always been something to foster and to help flourish, because, as I said, when we let go from this country in 1882, the first frozen meat exports off to another market, we decided to be long-term exporters. We live and die by exporting, nearly more than any other economy I know. So what are we doing? Our economies and our exports have been in decline. Instead of cultivating our exports and adding value here to maximize the value of our exports, we went into one product, namely milk, one company, Fonterra, one buyer, one client, China, and the rest is history.
Well, that's not true. I'm trying to agree with you, but it's not true. It's simply not true. We sell lots of things to lots of places around the world, of which China's one customer. We sell to America, we sell to Europe, to the tune of billions of dollars a year. And we sell logs, and we don't just sell milk. We sell wine, we sell beef, we sell red meat, we sell all sorts of things.
Yeah, we sell logs, you're right. No added value at all in its most raw state, off to other countries that multiply its value 3, 4, 5, 6 times. That's madness. That's my point.
So do you think...
Meanwhile, all these sawmilling companies in this country and all those people in there, thousands who are dependent upon jobs, are gone by the wayside.
So what are you
be doing all that?
Are you arguing a fundamental change in the way we do business, or are you arguing a nuanced change and to do slightly more than we are as opposed to a whole lot more than we are?
Well, anyone who thinks that post-COVID-19 is going to be business as usual doesn't get it. Hasn't got their eyes wide open. If they think they're going to go back to what we used to do, they're wrong. This is a new world we're facing. We've all learned a dramatic lesson here.
Appreciate your time as always. Winston Peterson, Deputy Prime Minister, with us.